Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I bought a gun. I want to say like 8 months ago, and I never showed it. I shot it a handful of times. There's probably maybe seven or eight times altogether. I went out and did some shooting with this. Put about 200 rounds through it, and yeah, I just never talked about it until now. And of course, I'm bringing it up now because I'll probably do a shooting video of this in the future. This is a gun that I bought just on the spot. I actually ordered this online, and I think I got it from Lanbo, Lanbo, I think. I don't know, some dealer in Texas, because they had a sweet deal on it. I was not planning on buying a gun. Every gun I've ever bought, I heavily researched. I heavily, thought it out, the whole purchase stuff. This was an impulse buy. I'll tell you the quick story. I was watching the Three Amigos, which is hilarious if you've never seen it. It's a spoof on a Western movie. It has, who's in it? Martin Short, Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin. And all three of those guys are very, very funny to me. And being in the same movie, it's even better. But yeah, being a Western movie, I was watching the movie. And in the middle of it, I thought, I want a cowboy gun. I've always wanted a cowboy gun. And so I literally went online and bought one. It wasn't a good idea financially at the time. I certainly wasn't prepared to spend the money I did. But like I said, I got a great deal on it, and I'm still very happy with the purchase. So, with no further ado, I'm going to show you what it is. Here it is. It is the Ruger Vaquero. So, of course, this is unloaded. You see that? Oh, so smooth. So buttery. I love this cowboy gun. I really do. I love my Ruger single six. If you guys know my gun collection, which people always say, hey, update collection. We need to see all your knives, all your guns. We need to know everything. Tell me now. I know those videos are exciting and stuff, and I'd want to see that from other people too. So maybe I'll do an update eventually. But yeah, I recently took out, when I say recent, it was before watching this movie and wanting this gun. About a week or so before I bought this gun, I shot my Ruger single six, which is a very similar style. It's a Western single action gun. That one happens to be chambered in .22 long rifle, and comes with a spare cylinder, which is for .22 Magnum. And I was shooting some .22 long rifle in there, and I just kind of was in the mindset of like cowboy guns. I mean, cowboy guns are just so much fun. It really, it's a complete blast. It's not something that necessarily, like, I'll never, ever, ever carry this gun. But what's so cool about this is it has historic value, and it gives you a really fun feel when you're shooting it for target practice and stuff. But this one's chambered in .357 Magnum, and that is certainly an option for a home defense gun. Now, being single action, maybe it's not your first choice. I do happen to have a .357 revolver for a home defense gun, which is not single action, it's double action, which I prefer, for a stressful situation. But it's not to say some stuff goes down, someone can grab this in a big fistful of rounds and be good to go. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a little bit of a slower design, but it's still a very powerful gun, okay, and a very viable option for defense. I just wouldn't personally carry it out and about. But I really am still in love with the gun. Like I said, I haven't shot it as much as I want to shoot it. I wish I can go out every single week, but ammo's expensive. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't prepared to do it. I've never done that before, by the way. Like I said, all my guns, I've kind of, all right, I'm going to save up for them, and now I have the money for it. Okay, can I do this, because obviously any adults out there who buy guns all the time, yeah, it has to make sense. You can't go in debt buying guns, pay your bills, and then you have your fun. At least that's the responsible way to do it. But this was totally impulse. Like, literally just shot the Ruger single six, watched the Three Amigos, hopped online, bought it, But I don't regret it. It's still awesome. My wife loves this gun as well. She shoots the 38s through it. And it's just awesome. This is the new Vaquero. You can see that right here. And the only difference, for people who don't know, is the original one Was a little bit thicker in the frame here. Definitely here. I think the grips were a little bit bigger as well. And they wanted to scale it down. The new Vaqueros are supposed to mimic the Colt single actions, you know, a little bit more accurately. The only thing people don't like about that is the fact that the new ones, being a little bit smaller, if you shoot reloads, it's not as safe, I guess, for some of the hot loads. Like if you have a really hot load, you know, that's very, very powerful, there's a possibility for maybe cracking the frame or something like that. I don't shoot reloads in this gun at all, ever. I don't reload personally. I do have some reloads I've gotten from people, but I don't shoot it in this gun. So it's not an issue for me. I shoot factory loads, so it's never going to be a concern for me. But if you're in the market for a gun like this and you do your own reloading, you may want or prefer the older style of Vaquero, just so that you do have a little bit of a thicker frame, just in case, you know what I mean? Or if you do prefer, you know, plus P type loads or hotter loads. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the difference between them. But when selecting this one, I did research that for I took about 5 to 10 minutes literally looking up these guns, because I saw a new Vaquero and I'm like, oh, is there a difference? And that was the quick explanation that I got from a quick Google search, is that the older ones are a little bit of a fatter frame. I thought, oh, I'll get the newer one, the slender one. I don't shoot reloads, so it shouldn't be an issue. But just absolutely wonderful. My only plans for this gun is new grips. I don't know what kind. I know they make a buttload of different types of grips for these. I think maybe the white pearl, or, you know, false pearl, faux pearl, whatever, would look pretty cool on these. Maybe some black ones, I don't know. The wood looks nice, but I definitely want to swap out the grips. But it is super, super smooth, very simple sights, pretty accurate. I only shot between, I don't know, 20 and 25 feet or so. But with these, you know, single blade sights, you know, it was pretty accurate in my personal opinion. But it's just super cool. I could not be happier with this gun. Everyone who has these loves them. I know a lot of people who shoot competition, like cowboy competition stuff. They practice with these because they could put thousands and thousands of rounds through these and not have to worry about wearing out their very expensive Colts. I would love a Colt single action at some point before I die. It's on my bucket list of guns. It's not an important thing in life, but there's probably 10 guns I want at some point in my life. You know what I mean? And that's on that list, is a Colt single action revolver. But for now, this will definitely do. And when I feel all westerny and, you know, historic, shooting this is a blast. Literally, it's so much fun. If you don't have a single action revolver like this, I mean, not everyone's into revolvers, and that's fine, but it's just really cool. And every single time that I shot this, I had other people come up to me and ask me if they could shoot it as well, and they all had a good time shooting it. Just different, you know what I mean? It's just something different than going out and, you know, putting 50, 100 rounds through your Glock. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I never showed this since I got it. Now you know I have it. You can look forward to a shooting video at some point during the summer. I'll take it out again and put some more rounds through it. But yeah, Ruger Vaquero. It's definitely a big thumbs up for me. Super, super cool.